Okay, good evening, hello, and welcome to this weather update. It's August 27th, 2019, 67 degrees in Central Park, and another fairly cool day across the area. We'll just go and look at Farmingdale, 66 degrees right now. Dew points are still fairly low, fairly in the comfortable range. We had dew points in the mid and upper 50s today. Did have a good amount of clouds, though, throughout the day. A lot of high clouds, though, not so much as low clouds, but high clouds. And only 71, and that's pretty representative of Long Island. I'm just curious to see what it's like in New Jersey. Um, and yes, we've got to talk about the tropics. That's going to be the main thing we will be talking about in this update here. So 74 was the high today. Oh, yeah, a lot more humid today there. No surprise. Jersey's dew points were in the upper 60s. Okay, well, let's cut to the chase here. Let's get right to the tropics and talk about what we have. We have Tropical Storm Dorian right now. Here is the latest on the satellite. It's still looking healthy. It looks like it's might be getting a little shear, maybe a little bit of shear in there. I'm seeing a little bit. This is the forecast from the Hurricane Center on this tropical storm, and you can see there are tropical storm warnings now in effect for parts of Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. Actually, for the whole Puerto Rico and parts of the Dominican Republic. And this thing might impact Florida sometime on Sunday, but it's a tropical storm. That's what the Hurricane Center says. We can look at the models here, the spaghetti models, and you can see most of them seem to take it to the Florida coast. So that seems to be right now what the spaghetti models are saying. And oh, ding, 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 ding! Looks like we have Tropical Storm Erin. It has just formed off the east coast right now. So this is formed off the east coast, and this is what I'm concerned about with these above normal water temperatures. Oh, I didn't read how strong Dorian was. So Dorian has a maximum sustained wind of 50, so it actually has weakened a little bit, which it is not, which makes sense because it's gotten to going through some shear. So we have Tropical Storm Erin. This is the one that's off the southeast coast, and it really is looking quite healthy. So this is my concern. We're waiting for the satellite to load, the spinning circle. You know the way it goes here. It seems like it's just taking its sweet time loading. But you can see it's looking kind of healthy. You can see some dark colors there in the clouds there. Yeah, it's looking quite healthy. Quite healthy. So it looks like it's undergoing some. This is some very warm water. It's over right now, and it's probably picking up some strength. So let's take a look and see what the Hurricane Center has on. The good thing is it stays offshore. Let's see what we have right now. Max sustained winds only 35 miles an hour. They still have this as tropical. This is depression 6, but it is now named. So this might not be the latest information. But the good thing is it does stay offshore. It doesn't bother us. We can look at the spaghetti models and see that pretty much stays offshore, but it could be an issue for Nova Scotia. Yeah, we have a lot of this activity going on. Then we have Poodle. This is the Pacific. I don't really work on that. So this thing is looking healthy. So maximum sustained winds are 35 knots. Why do they put the knots there? I don't know. We go use miles per hour, but whatever. Let's go look at the models, and let's take a look and see how this is going to handle. So here is Erin. All right, Tropical Storm Erin now. And look at that. It kind of hooks a little into the... But it stays just offshore, but it's a close shave. It comes close to us. It's not going to be a terribly intense storm, but it's definitely something to bear watching. Fortunately, GFS takes it offshore, but then there's another one. Oh, this is Dorian. So this is what it's doing with Dorian now, and it kind of actually has it moving a little, hitting a little further north. So we're gonna have to watch that. I'm really concerned about that as well, and then possibly reemerging off the east coast again. That's the GFS on that storm. Let's look at the ICON. So looking at the ICON, you will see that there is Erin, and again it keeps it offshore, fortunately. But here's Dorian. And this one tracks it further south. So you can see the difference in the models here with that, because it has a stronger high pressure over us on Labor Day weekend, which would keep it further to the south, which is important. Let's look at the NAM as well. And here is Erin again, staying offshore. But again, it's close. It's going to have some impact. It's going to kick up the surf, that's for sure, across our area. So let's go and look at regions here. And Erin should show up on this as well. There it is. So it doesn't have it very strong. Let's see, only down to 1005. So this model, the NAM, has it quite weak. Whereas the GFS seems to have it a little stronger, a little bit stronger, as you see there. Still not terribly strong. See, the isobars aren't that tight, so it's not a very strong system with a lot of wind. But the ICON seems to have a different idea and seems to strengthen it a little more. So this is going to bear watching, but I think it's going to be a weak system, but it does seem to be strengthening quite a bit looking at that satellite imagery. So I'm going to have to keep our eye on this. Sometimes the models just can't predict these things. You got to remember we're dealing with very warm water temperatures, and again, a lot of the models just don't take into account the climate change that this planet is undergoing. So expect the unexpected. Just bears watching. I think the track stays out to sea, but we're going to have to watch its strength. It might be a little stronger than the models are predicting. So as we go into tomorrow, temperatures rise a little bit, but we're going to have a lot of cloud cover. So, still in the 70s for the most part. And then Thursday, temperatures a little lower now on this GFS. We're dealing with temperatures around 80 degrees. And then a little warmer on Friday. We heat up into the mid-80s. But then that second front comes through for the weekend and really cools us off really nicely. Let's go ahead and look at the dew points. So we're going to go ahead and look at the dew points now. Those low dew points we were enjoying today, they're gone. Humidity comes in tomorrow. Dealing with dew points in the upper 60s probably. And then this front comes through for early Thursday morning and drops the dew points into the mid-50s. So we'll be much more comfortable by Thursday. We may see the dew points start to rise a little bit on Friday ahead of the next cold front, and then boom, Saturday, look at that. We've got nice low dew points in only the low 40s across the Northeast, so very nice weather for sure. Let's look at the cloud cover here on the GFS. So as we go into Wednesday, you will see we're going to be dealing with a lot of clouds, so that's probably why it's not going to get that warm. But by Thursday, maybe some clouds in the morning on Long Island, but New Jersey should be clear, and then a beautiful afternoon. Clear, and then for Friday we'll probably have clear skies too, though the humidity will be increasing, but the sky should be good. Here comes that front. Unfortunately, there seems to be an indication there's going to be a lot of high clouds around Saturday, so it's not going to really be clear, but it'll be comfortable. It'll be a very comfortable weekend, but could be a lot of clouds around, and Monday you will see some clouds too. So let's go look at the NAM model, and we're going to go look at the NAM and take a look at our precip chances. This, of course, is showing the 0Z, which I don't want. So let's go ahead and look at the NAM here and the radar, and I'm going to wrap up this weather update. So as we go into tomorrow, you will see the chance for showers. So we have the chance of showers and possibly some thunderstorms scattered around. Won't be terribly widespread, but when that front comes through, there might be a little more activity. So again, this bears watching. Sometimes the models underestimate it a little bit. So there could be the chance of a shower thunderstorm. Probably not severe, but any thunderstorm can be capable of... It seems like if there's the slightest chance of having a severe thunderstorm, it's going to happen. That's the way it's been this whole year. And then Thursday, that moves on out. So let's go and look at the HDRPS, and then I wrap this weather update up. So let's go ahead and look at the HDRPS. And you will see, again, the chance of showers and thunderstorms. But again, it seems like it's scattered about, and it seems like the risk is more in west and north of the city. But we always have to keep an eye on this. And there, oh wow, that's really strengthening this. So the HDRPS look at that, really strengthening. So the HDRPS might have an idea about this storm, Erin, being quite strong. I don't think it does the wind. Oh, it does do the wind. Okay, good. So we'll be able to see the kind of winds we're dealing with, and we're dealing with some pretty strong winds. So Erin will have to be watched. That's the bottom line, and I'll keep my eye on it for you. So that does conclude this weather update. Take care, and thank you for watching.